For today's headlines, government to go after vaccine slot sellers. "51 individuals test positive after QC pool party." Seafarer dies due to Indian COVID-19 variant. Duterte scraps plan to discuss West Philippine Sea issue with ex-presidents. BTS takes Billboard Music Awards by storm. Devin leads Phoenix Suns versus LA Lakers. Partly cloudy to cloudy skies, isolated rain showers seen. Good morning, I am Sandy Locos and you are watching Tribune News on Q. Today is Tuesday, May 25, and now the news. Malacanang has put to task law enforcement agencies to probe the alleged scheme of selling anti-COVID vaccines or slots in vaccination centers for hefty amounts and arrest and prosecute those behind it. Presidential spokesperson Secretary Harry Roque warned individuals behind the vaccine for sale scheme and those who illegally availed of the jobs, saying they will have to face criminal charges since all COVID-19 jobs available in the country were only approved by local regulators for emergency use. The palace official added that the emergency use authorizations received by select vaccine brands is not a license for selling and large-scale distribution. Social media went abuzz over the weekend after some claimed being offered vaccine slots as much as 15,000 pesos depending on the brand by supposed individuals who have connections with local government units. PNP Chief Police General Guillermo Elizar earlier tapped CIDG to look into the case and claimed to have identified the main suspect behind the illegal sale of the vaccines. Said person of interest is already being tracked down by authorities. The local government of Quezon City reiterated its warning on residents organizing or participating in large gatherings which may cause the spread of the COVID disease. This, after a recently held pool party and drinking session in Barangay Nagkaisang Nayon became a super spreader event that resulted in 51 individuals contracting the viral respiratory disease. City Hall noted that those found guilty violating guidelines and ordinances will be issued an ordinance violation receipt and can be prosecuted under Republic Act 11332 or the Mandatory Reporting of Notifiable Diseases and Health Events of Public Health Concern Act. According to the City Epidemiology and Disease Surveillance Unit, a total of 610 residents of Barangay Nagkaisang Nayon were swabbed as a result of the pool party. Of those tested, 18 are still awaiting their results, while 31 have been admitted in several of the city's isolation facilities. In other news, the Department of Health disclosed that one of the 4 crew members of the MV Athens Bridge who tested positive for the Indian variant of COVID-19 had died last week. Said the victim was a male seafarer from Parañaque City. The 3 other crew members still confined in medical facilities are now recovering and are in stable condition. The rest of the crew members of MV Athens Bridge who contracted COVID-19 are already tagged as recovered and will be sent to their respective local government units to be closely monitored according to the DOH. To recall, all Filipino crew oil tanker was given permission to dock in Manila last May 7. 2 of the 12 crewmen who tested positive for COVID-19 showed severe symptoms and experienced difficulty in breathing. The MV Athens Bridge made a 2-day stop in India before going to Vietnam, which barred them from entry upon learning that 12 out of its 21 crew members are COVID-19 positive. Tribune News and Crew will be back after these reminders.
Hatch something big! The all-new Honda City hatchback. with 4 seating modes: utility mode, long mode, tall mode, refresh mode. The all-new City hatchback. Hatch more life.
Araneta City, home to the country's first indoor shopping mall, the world's original Thrilla, and the first ever Beanie Beanie pageant. Now a place for your first win, your first hatch, your first home, your first big break, your first date, and even your first love. Araneta City, the city of firsts.
Fiber is the free and secure way to connect with friends and family, anywhere. Send messages and make phone and video calls for free. Download Viber now.
Stressing that the current administration's strategy in handling the country's territorial dispute with China is correct and working, President Rodrigo Duterte may just scrap his plans of consulting his predecessors to tackle the issue, Malacanang said. Presidential spokesperson Secretary Harry Roque said the president's decision may have come after he was praised by former Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile regarding his so-called friendly stance in dealing with the matter. Duterte considered consulting former Philippine presidents prior to his meeting with Enrile last week amid heightened tension between Manila and Beijing over the illegal presence of Chinese vessels in the country's waters. In his face-to-face with Enrile, the chief executive reaped praises from the senior politician and even said that he would have done Duterte's approach on the maritime dispute if he were the president. The palace likewise insisted that the Philippines has never yielded any of its territory to China under the president's term. K-pop icon BTS made history anew after winning in all 4 categories they were nominated at this year's Billboard Music Awards. Aside from earlier winning in the Billboard Top Selling Song category for their full English song Dynamite, BTS took also the BBMA's Top Duo Group, Top Song Sales Artist, and Top Social Artist Awards. It was the 5th time the South Korean boy group won the fan-voted Top Social Artist Award when it gathered 100 million votes, beating equally popular K-pop group Blackpink and 17, pop star Ariana Grande, and Filipino boy band SB19. The group's latest feat came just a day after the release of their latest and record-breaking new single Butter, which has gained more than 175 million views on YouTube so far. In sports, Devin made the most of his playoff debut as he scored 34 points in leading the charge of the Phoenix Suns in beating reigning NBA champion Los Angeles Lakers in their Western Conference Series opener yesterday. With the veteran Chris Paul restricted by an injury, Booker stepped up and helped his second-seeded team list a 99-90 win over the LeBron James-led Lakers. DeAndre Ayton contributed 21 points and 16 rebounds, while Michael Bridges and Cameron Johnson added 10 points apiece for Phoenix. The Lakers meanwhile struggled to hit their stride throughout, with James only good for 18 points, while Anthony Davis adding just 13 points from his 5 of 16 shooting. The easterlies will continue to affect Metro Manila and the rest of the country, with partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers expected throughout the day. There will also be no respite from the heat, as temperature is expected to play between 26.5 to 34.8 degrees Celsius, while relative humidity is pegged at 50 to 80%. Sunset, meanwhile, is expected to happen at 6:19 p.m. this evening. That wraps up the stories this morning. Catch the latest news on our website tribune.net.ph and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune Digital Edition on Press Reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store or Google Play to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Kachibu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Thirsty emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just visit the sticker store and search for Kachibu Community. And before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store and Araneta Center. Again, this is Sandy Lucas and you are watching Tribune News on Cue. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good morning and have a nice day.